Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 over on Court Farms. Right, as you can see guys, we are back in the fertilizer. We have got a lot more fertilizing contracts to do, and I pretty much did say in the last episode we would probably have more of these to do, just because it's more a case of it's better than doing nothing. Now I was thinking, oh well, we could maybe do a grass contract, and we're not able to do a grass contract because we need the grass to grow and it's not ready until the following month. Basically, that's the biggest problem we've got right now, is the grass isn't ready to grow. Or the grass isn't fully grown, shall we say, for it to be cut. So that's why we're not doing a grass contract. Now we do obviously have a lot of fertilizing contracts come up, and I know we did technically have a lot of fertilizing contracts in the last episode, but it's kind of one of those things at the moment where we need something to do again right now. I am starting to really dislike the 1 day, the 2 day months. I am thinking of going back down to the 1 days. I did state it was something I would maybe change, but yeah, we're just kind of doing the same job at least 2 episodes in a row, and I'm kind of not really liking that anymore. It's kind of like, yeah, well, I might as well just do it 1 day and go from there. Now I am still having some frame issues, guys. I have lowered my frame issues. Those mods don't seem to have been the problem that I was talking about in the last episode. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's just not having any of it, guys. It's just, yeah, I've lowered my settings down on a 4080 and I'm still struggling to reach 60, but it's only in the last couple of days that it's done it, like the last episode and this episode, and I don't know, I don't really know what's going on. It's really strange to be struggling with that kind of issue. You know what I mean? It's, for some reason I've always just had an issue with this game with frames, and I've always bought a bigger and better graphics card and it's solved the problem, and then after a few months it just comes back. So it's a very strange one, and I'm recording this only just after Monday's episode's gone live. Now, I'm in a bit of a pickle at the moment in real life times. My mum has, as you all guys know, I've talked about like my childhood and that quite a bit, and it wasn't like the best and things like that, but my mum's taken a bit of a fall twice over the last couple of days. She's currently in hospital. So I'm kind of fitting videos in at the moment where I've got time. So obviously it's Monday today, and this is going to be obviously when I record this, and for you guys you're going to get this on Wednesday, because tomorrow I've got something on, and yeah, life this week is just a bit of a nightmare. So kind of just giving you a bit of a heads up. Videos may change days and stuff, yeah, without notice at the moment. Now obviously I'm going to try my best to keep to as much of a schedule, you know, as possible. The trucking channel's got to be on hold. I don't have time to put 2 channels into motion at the moment, and yeah, I'm doing my best to just keep as much going as we can. Here comes that lag again. Yeah, I'm doing my best to try and just keep as much going as normal on, as you know, as much of the routine and schedule as we've got. But if anything changes and stuff, you know, I do apologize. Just be warned, I don't know what's going to be happening over the next few days. Now I know I've been a bit, I don't want to say like a bit down lately in episodes. It's always been something on episodes, but yeah, my dad's 87. He's like really weak and he's really frail, and you know, he's got his own health issues and that, and yeah, he's been ringing me up last couple of days, you know, like Friday was the first one, you know, thought that was over. She had another fall Sunday morning, but on Sunday morning she got stuck in the bathroom because of a fall, and what a nightmare. So like I say, she's currently in hospital, and I just kind of giving you that little bit of information. I'm not going to go too much into it. But yeah, she's, you know, just be warned over the next week or two. Possible schedule may change. I'm going to try and do my best. Like, right now I'm recording Wednesdays because I know I can't do it tomorrow, which would be Tuesday. So I'm recording on a Monday for Wednesday. Because I know I've got time right now before I go up to the hospital and stuff. So, yeah, just kind of letting you know things may just change without warning at the moment. So, you know, but I am keeping Discord up to date as much as I possibly can. Just basically be in the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. That is the place I always update. But it's a lot easier for me to kind of update. But yeah, a bit of doom and gloom at the start of this episode, but I needed to kind of just explain that on a video because not everybody reads my community post, not everybody is in the Discord who watches the videos. So I kind of just wanted to get that out there so everybody kind of knew if things changed. It's a little bit out of my control at the moment. Right, back to this episode. And this episode is going to be full of fertilizing. So we're going to get some time lapses on probably at some point. There's not really much else for me to do in this month. There was some weeding, which, as daft as it sounds, one, we don't own a weeder, and two, it is pointless doing the weeding contracts. You get less than £1,000 on most of them, and that's a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money for the amount of work you have to do, so it's just not worth it. Like I said, in the next episode we will have some grass to do again. That should then put us into the harvest season, which is going to be really, really good because we are still going to be looking at buying a harvester. Today's fertilizing contracts should, and I say should provide us with enough income to buy our harvester and our header. Now again, I am not going to buy those until harvest season has begun. Simplest reason, we just need to make sure we don't spend £84,000 on a header, or whatever the price was. I think it was about £80,000, give or take, and then obviously it come up in the discount store because we would lose a lot of money. So we don't want to do that. So we are going to wait until the harvest season begins. Same with the harvester. Now I do want to run a specific older style harvester just because it's a bit cheaper, but I just think it's something I want to use, and I said I was going to use it on this series. But again, if something comes up in the discount store before then that we can afford and is the same or better, we would obviously then, you know, look at getting that one. So again, if we can save money between now and harvest season, we will. I have looked in the discount store already today, guys, and there is a tractor, a 200 brake horsepower tractor. It would have been really, really nice to have bought, but the problem is, and it's only £68,000, so it would have been better than buying the Ford we were originally looking at buying. But to spend £68,000 on one second-hand tractor is a little bit silly because we would be spending all of the money. So yeah, another reason why we're doing fertilizing contracts today is because some of them, this field alone that we're doing now, is going to pay me about £11,000, £10,000 or £11,000 just to do this field. Now I know it's using up a lot of fertilizer, so we are going to be going to the shop very soon, and my idea is to start the time lapse when we basically go to the shop, because we can just buy the, you know, we can buy the fertilizer, then start the time lapse. We can do the drive to the shop with the time lapse, go do some fields around the shop, go top the fertilizer back up at the shop, and then obviously come and do the rest of them. But yeah, there is more fertilizing contracts to do than there is actual space for me to do jobs. So we've got a lot to do today. That's the thing. We've got a lot to do, as much as it's the same as the last episode. So I am going to be looking at possibly going back down to 1 day months. It's just going to make more sense. We're not going to spend 2 episodes then fertilizing. We would be doing grass today otherwise. 8,000. Oh no, this one was £8,000. £2,000 for there. We'll accept that one. We're gonna accept that one. We have got some liming contracts, but this spreader's not very good at liming. So all we're gonna do right now is we're gonna basically work our way up the this outside road. So we're gonna go and do field 126, 124, as much of them as we can possibly do. And then hopefully by the time we get these ones done, we should be heading to the shop basically to buy some more fertilizer. I think that's pretty much how it's gonna work. Yeah, it like I say, head's in a little bit of a weird spot at the moment, guys. So I don't know. We'll see. Trying to keep to a schedule as much as I possibly can. To be honest, guys, making the videos at the moment is distracting me from what could possibly be a worst case outcome kind of thing. So I need to just come up here. There is a gate coming up somewhere. It's not like it might not even be a gate. It's this one here. Yes, there we go. That's what we need. Right, let's try and. Lovely. It won't take long to do some of these fields. Some of the fields are not the biggest, but it does just give us a little bit of income. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to start a time lapse until we have to go to the shop, just because the distance we have to travel to the shop is quite far, like. But we are going under 2,000 litres of fertiliser left. Does seem to be using quite a bit, like. Lovely. Yeah, we need to get a lime spreader, but we need to get one with wheels that takes like 20,000 litres of lime and something daft like that. Because if we just put 4,000 litres of lime, well, 3,900. It's just not enough to really to cover what we're doing. Oh, it did actually give me just enough at the very end. That was very handy. So that's another one down, straight into field number 24, which is literally just over the road, and the gate is closed. Yeah, I'm still having that weird frame issue, guys. It's very strange. I literally can't keep 60 frames. Now, I thought it was a mod issue in the last episode, because when I removed a couple of mods that I just installed, it did fix it. Now, I don't really know what's going on with it. It's just... Wrong one. I've done the wrong field. Oh my god. Touch a dumbass. Touch a dumbass. There we go. Let's get into there. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, that gate is closed as well. I don't know why I think that, but all the gates should be closed. Because obviously, since we had the save issue, everything had to be redone, which is why we had the problems in a few episodes. But yeah, I have decided we're going to go down to 1 day months. It's going to be a lot easier to do something different in different days. As you can see, I'm still playing on 10 times on the time scale. I kind of wish there was a 12. You know, there's a... I think the next one up is 15. Yeah, 15. 15's too much. Maybe it won't be too bad in the summer months. Might be lucky enough here to get another field done. Still got 41. Yeah, I suppose so. We've still got 41%. As much as we've only got 1,500 left in the tub, there's still 40. You know, there was 41% when I started that combo. Or that comment. Yep, that is just gonna go down there and do the other side. Lovely. Yeah, we should be able to get another... What have we got? 81, 88. We could definitely go and do 80, 81. Sure, there'll probably be enough left to do 81. 88 is going to be a lot of fertilizer. That's a relatively big field. It's field 46. That is the £10,000 field. As you can imagine, field 46, I do believe, is the biggest field on the map. And that should be that field done. Lovely. There we go. So we are massively earning some income today. Now we are going to have to buy some bags of fertilizer. Well, I understand that, and that's going to obviously take some of the money back out of the profit margin. But at the end of the day, we know we have to do it. Simple as that. We know we have to buy fertilizer. Without it, we can't fertilize the fields. So it would be nice if we had fertilizer, which is another reason why I want to also get enough money to buy something to put some animals in, because I'd like to get a barn where we can get some milk cows in. We can basically start making some money off milk. We can then get some slurry, some manure, and then that would basically give us free fertilizer. Now I don't mind buying fertilizer to go and do a contract, but if we can fertilize our own fields for free, that would be a lot better. Looking for the turn. The turn is coming up. I quite often miss this turn, but we need to turn left round about now. There we go. You've got to be honest, guys, this is by far one of the best looking maps ever made. Honestly, Giants should just hire Oxygen David to make the British maps for them. I think the game would get a lot more, like, I would give it a lot more respect. Now, I'm not saying like I don't respect like Giants for making a good game, things like that, but the one thing with Giants that always annoys me is the fact that they never ever make a British map. It's always American or like European, like, and I know you could argue, oh yeah, but you know, the UK is technically in Europe. Yeah, but it's not, is it? It's a different style of map. It's, you know what I mean? Everyone knows what I mean by saying that. Like I say, I'm not trying to hate on Giants there, but if they you know, if they even like did it on a, well, you make us a map and we'll put it in the game and we'll give you X amount of, you know what I mean? And then he spent however long doing, you know what I mean? It'd just be brilliant. Now I know it's kind of, oh yeah, but he just makes it into a mod job done. But how nice would it be to have a British map that looked as good as this one on the release of the next game? Could you imagine? Farm Sim 25, I think it's going to be when it comes out. Can you imagine that coming out with a map that looks as good as this one? Yeah, just best map ever. Best map. I think it'd be fantastic. Right, there we go. So we're just gonna flip it around there. We might have enough to make a start on 88. We'll make a start on 88. I am about to cash some of our contracts in though, guys, because at the end of the day it will make a lot of sense to cash them in while, you know, before we go and buy fertilizer. It kind of helps us understand what money we've got, and it does also help us just keep an eye on, you know, the other fertilizing contracts. We might be able to get a couple more done. If I don't get any of them finished before the end of this episode, that's it. We'll just have to cancel them, because in the next episode we will be into June. Simple as that. We'll be into June. Now we have 23% left. We might be able to get 88 done. Now let me just go into this menu and cash in the ones we've just completed. So there's 2. Nice. We'll take 41. I'm not going to do those 2 actually, guys, because that means basically going back on ourselves where we've just come from. And yeah, I'm not going back to where we've already been. So we'll leave them ones. There we go. So we've got 23%, which is 911 litres. So what we're going to do now, we're going to basically go into field 88. We're going to make a start. We'll either run out or complete 88. Then we're going to have to go to the shop and we're going to have to buy. I'm probably going to buy about 8 bags of fertiliser. Now, if we don't need it all, I'll move the bags of fertiliser off recording. I'll take a tractor up, I'll load it up onto the trailer and I'll move it basically. But we could get the Ford to follow the Renault around with more fertiliser on it and we'd never have to go back to the shop. It might actually have been a good idea. I never thought to do that before the episode started. That's me being a bit dumb again. Yeah, that might have been a good idea. But it's a bit late now to do that. This episode is pretty much nearly over. I say nearly over. I think yesterday's recording was 40 minutes for the video. And as you can imagine, we did a time lapse. I think I was playing for like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. Right. Let's see what happens in this field. This is a big ass field. Yeah, I kind of wish I started my time lapse now. With the amount we've done, I didn't plan on this doing as many fields as I've done. I'm actually surprised at how many fields we've done. Crazy. But yeah, I kind of wish I did another time lapse now and got it started earlier, because we could have done that and got more done. But you know, it's like I say, we'll have a bit of a longer episode. I might make this a slightly longer episode because I have time to record it, just in case I don't get time later in the week. So yeah, just like I say, schedule might be a little bit off. Yeah, and I haven't really got out else farm wise to talk about, guys. We're fertilising a field. We've got a lot of fertilising to do. What more can I really say about that? It's a bit of a... Yeah, I'm fertilising. I do find it hard sometimes when I'm doing this kind of work to talk about what we're doing, because, well, apart from fertilising, what more can I really say about it? This is why, you know, time lapses come in sometimes. But yeah, we're not going to have double episodes of where we're doing the same thing because, you know, because we just got nothing else to do really. So yeah. So I'm in a pickle because I want to go down to 1 day a month. But if I do 1 day a month, we're only going to get about 2 harvests done. That's it. And I do like to spend a couple of episodes on harvesting because we don't do it very often. You know what I mean? We do a lot of fertilising. We do a lot of seeding. You know, it'd be nice to do... I don't know. I'm in a pickle. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go down to 1 day a month and we'll play on times 10. But then what we'll do, when it comes to harvesting, maybe we'll lower it to like times 5. So we kind of get 2 days worth, but we don't. Like I say, it's the months where there's not much to do. Is why I don't like 2 days. But then again, I might start just skipping 2 days. Like, I might just jump to the 2nd day of the month. So, for example, if we've got nothing to do, say, but for example, fertilizing in the next month, just say we got more fertilizing to do, I would just skip to June 2 rather than June 1. Or we can do June 1 and then just skip to July. That might be a better way. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. If you've got any suggestions, which way sounds best, you know, let me know in the comments below. I would massively appreciate it. I always do appreciate everybody's comments. I do try and read and reply to them as much as I can. Right, this is what we're going to do now then, guys. We're going to go into here. We're going to do what I said. We're going to do that. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to buy 8 bags of fertilizer. We've still got more time. We've still got more money than we had originally. So all the jobs we've done up to now have bought our fertilizer to do the rest. And we've made a few grand. So I'm definitely impressed with how we've done. What I'm going to do right now then, guys, is I'm going to put a bit of a time lapse on. I'm going to go and fill this up. I'm going to come back to 88, and then we're going to go and tackle field 46 first, because that is a huge field, and then we can top up with the fertilizer from the shop. So yeah, I think it's time to crack on with the rest of the jobs. That is the biggest field done. That, yeah, it didn't take as much as I originally thought it would do. That leaves us with about 55% full. Now, that is some huge income from those 2 fields alone, which is going to make a huge difference in the fields we have left to do. Now, obviously, popping a couple of those new contracts has led us with 85 to do. Now, originally I was going to do 46, go back, fill up, and then come back around and do the rest. But I think we might as well quickly go do 85, then go fill up, and probably go and put ourselves back into, I reckon, maybe another time lapse, because I want to get these fields done. We've got plenty of time in the day left It's only 11:50. We're playing on 10 times. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot done in this episode, but these last couple of episodes are gonna help us just move the series along a little bit, get us some new equipment, hopefully, you know, help us buy some new fields, multiple things basically. So hopefully that's gonna help with that, but we might as well go and do 85 first before we fill up. I've got to be careful because I'm not watching the road as much as I should do now. Field 36 might get cancelled. That's right in the opposite corner to where we've kind of been. Same with 41. But worst case scenario, if we don't get to those fields, it's not the end of the world. It would be, oh no, hang on a minute, field 90 needs doing. Oh my god, I've forgotten to do field 90. Field 90 was literally next to where we were. Ah, what a dumbass. Right, well, we're doing 85 now because we're literally at 85. I can't believe I've forgotten to do field 90. I won't mind, it's a huge field as well. But I desperately need to get on with that one. But we'll get 85 done. We'll get 85 done, and then we'll go over and we'll try and do 90 with what we've got left. If not, that's when, you know, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. So as you can see, we've got 53%. It's not going to take much fertilizer, I don't think. It's going to be drive up this bit, drive down the other. That should pretty much just about do it. But we are now at £93,907. I want to buy that harvester and header so I know what money I've got left to spend towards a new tractor. But I know if I buy it brand new, it's going to come up in the store. And I really don't mind buying a harvester second hand. We use it 2 to 4 months a year. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to need it over and over again. I don't mind buying a second hand harvester with a few work hours. And I know if we buy it, you know, if we buy it brand new, I know it's going to come up in the discount. So I know it is, because that's just how the game likes to screw me over. It does it when I'm live streaming. It does it when I make videos. I'll be like, yeah, let's get this, or something better will come in the shop for the same price as I paid for a new harvester, but more basic. Just can't win. There we go, field 85. We've got enough in here to do field. I just can't remember how I get into field 90. I don't remember. Right, we're gonna come on, Renault. My foot's to the floor. I don't remember how you get into field 90. That is my biggest problem right now. We might just have to cough through a hedge. We might just have to cough through a hedge. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. You get into it from the big field I've already done. I'm not driving back around there just to start this, so we'll just quickly do this like this. Like I say, I have done my best to avoid driving through hedges lately. But yeah, I have to get in it from the big field that I've already done. So that was my mistake. I hold my hands up there, and I hold my hands up with that one, and yeah, I should have done it while in 46. I wasn't 100% paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like I said, these fertilizing contracts will just help us shoot through and get some new equipment, move the series along a little bit, because I think some people are getting a little bit bored of this series because it's like, what, going to be 48 episodes in and we still don't really have much. But this is what happens when you play on hard mode. This is why I like playing on hard mode. I love the grind, I really do. It's the best part of the game. If you start a new save and you've got, say, 20 million in bank and you can buy and build whatever you want, I kind of don't see the point. I like to earn it. I like to buy the same old cheap machinery and be able to use that and work my way up to buying like New Hollands and Case. I'm not saying John Deere. I only buy John Deere every once in a while. As you all know, I do not like John Deere green. I just hate that shade of green. Nothing against John Deere. If somebody wants to make a John Deere tractor and make it black, I tell you what, you can make it bright pink. Just as long as it's not that green. Ugh. Yeah, I just don't like that colour green. That's all it is. Oh, I could have gone up that road and into that gate there. I did not know that. Right, okay. I'll try and remember that for future reference. Try and remember it. Right. Just going to move across there. This is looking really good though, guys. We are going to make some really, really good money. I might even, off recording, just finish a few fertilizing contracts. I'm not going to probably get done in this video. I know I don't really like to do stuff like that, but I kind of don't want to. I'm going to end up having all the contracts around my farm to do. But I could do them in the next episode. But you guys are not going to be interested in watching me fertilize for 3 episodes. I'm sure my my haters will come out and dislike the videos anyway, because somebody dislikes every single video I do, which is fine. That's on you. You still have to watch the advert. You're still classed as a viewer to hate the video, so thank you for the support, even though you're not trying to give me it. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, I might just finish them off recording. That way I don't have to do them again. But this will be the last time we fertilise on a contract in this year anyway. Obviously, if we cut our grass on our farm, we will be cutting. We will have to fertilise our fields and stuff. So yeah, that's fine. Don't mind doing that. But yeah, this will be the last fertilising. So I might do them off recording if we run out of time. We are running out of time. I'm not gonna lie, my dad's just tried to ring me twice. I know what he's doing. He's just letting me know he's up, but I know he's up because he's ringing me. So yeah, just kind of need to give him a little bell back very, very soon. I know he won't have an update on my mum, so it's doctor won't have been round yet. There we go. So got that in there, and that field is done there. We've still got 700. That is really, really good. Let's just jump over into here. We got that one there. We got that one there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 fields left to fertilize. That's not a lot left to fertilize, and we're now up to £102,811. That's, oh my god. If I do all these fertilizing contracts, I will have enough money to buy the case tractor. Now, no, it's not. No, it's not a case tractor. It's a class tractor. It's not that one. It is. We have new tractor. Oh my god, new stuff has appeared. 140 brake horsepower, TW15. Is that so? 140 is the most. What's the work hours? It's got 24 hours. This one is what I was talking about. £69,000, 12.5 hours on the clock. Class 610. Obviously 145 brake horsepower. We could spend a little bit of money. Wow, we could spend a lot of money, but take it up to 205. That could replace the Renault. Oh, that Ford coming up in the discount store. That was not there when we were in the time lapse and stuff. So that has come up during the while we've been recording today. It wasn't here at the beginning of the episode. Oh, that is a fantastic, fantastic deal. Oh, I'm very tempted. I'm not gonna lie. I am very, very tempted by that. And the problem I've got with the Ford is it's 140 brake horsepower. That's technically 10 less than we have with the Renault. The only way we could do the Renault, the only way we could buy that Ford, we could turn it into 140 brake horsepower, but we would have to get rid of the Ford we already have, which is 115 brake horsepower. So it would give us an upgrade, but it would be more work hours. That is the thing. So I don't know if that that Ford right now is the way to go. I'm gonna say, what bag are we taking there? Why are we taking bags from the front? Right, we're still gonna have a bag left over here. There we go. Wow. Right, I'm not going to put that in there, guys. I'm not going to put that in there. That is a whole bag of fertilizer we have left to do. So what have we got now? We've got field 56, field 5, field 18, 41 and 36. Now we will definitely go down right now and do field 56 and 41 because they're kind of on the way to the farm. If you're doing 56, you kind of get into 41 anyway. Yeah, this is all we've got left to do today, guys. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields left. So yeah, and I'll bring that bag down from the shop. It's not going to be the end of the world, but that is a fantastic. I don't know. I'm really, ooh, don't know what to do about that. About that Ford. Tell you what, give me 1 second. What is our work hours? We have 7 hours on that. That's 24. That's... See, a harvester did come up, but that's too powerful and too much money. What are we looking at? If we got that Ford, it would have less hours on. It would have less hours on than the Renault. Now, the Renault doesn't cause us any problems with having 24 work hours. I will say that. I'm very tempted to change the Ford, guys. The 82. The 8200. I am very tempted to get the TW series. I'm very tempted to get it. Just because it's going to be a, you know, an upgrade on power. Very tempted. I want to buy it. I want to swap it for the 8200. It's just I know a lot of people like the 8200 we've got. I'm just thinking it's a slight upgrade. Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. Let me get into Court Farm and we'll have a look. Let's see how much our 8200's worth. Because if our 8200's worth a bit of money, it would be giving us some money back towards the TW. Could justify repairing or upgrading the TW. We might be able to get a front loader on the TW. I'm already talking myself into it. That's the problem. I'm already talking myself into it. Right, while you open there, we could upgrade it to the TW15 for no money, apparently. 2-wheel drive. I don't... Right, so it would cost us nothing to turn it into 4-wheel drive. That's a bit weird. We could put an attacher on it, and we could put a front loader on it. So we could do that, yes. That would make sense. £31,000. Now, if we were to look in here, our Ford is worth... Wow. We'd basically be paying £10,000. We'd have a front loader. We'd have 4-wheel drive. We'd have more power. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. As much as I love driving the 8200, I just think the extra power is worth it. It'd be better for moving the bales, the baler, the mowing. We'd be able to get more bigger equipment. And we're only going to lose £10,000. £10,000, that's it. And if we take the Ford to the shop in the next episode and we sell it... No, I'm going to have to sell it in May. I might have to drive and sell the Ford at the shop off recording. I don't want to though, that's the problem. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do it on recording. If we do it in June, our Ford 8200 would be worth less. If we clean it up, paint it up, repair it, we would definitely get more money from the shop, which could be up to another 10%, which could be another £2,000 worth of value just by selling it at the shop, which alone is gonna basically, well, it's extra 10%, guys, an extra couple of £1,000, which means the TW15 upgrade could basically cost us even less. Oh my god, we need to do it. We need to do it. We need to do it. I've got an idea. I can't really warrant driving this to the shop. So why don't we do this? If we just do it, I know this is turning into a long episode. I can't miss out on that Ford. That Ford was not in the shop when I first started this episode. Otherwise, I would have already bloody bought it. If we do this, wow, we're just flying through these jobs. Set destination. You drive to the shop, my friend. I'm gonna go and do the next contract while he's driving. We can try and do both at the same time. We'll try our best. But we can't miss out on that Ford. It's a power upgrade for not a lot of money. And it would technically mean we've got two rivaling Renaults, you know, power wise, 140 to 150. Now I know ideally I was trying to replace the Renault and we're now replacing the Ford. But the Renault's not worth as much money right now. Losing 10 grand is not good either. But I've got enough silage. I've got enough silage on the farm to make about £8,000 back in value. So it's not like the end of the world, if that makes sense. So we can quickly go now and knock field 41 out. And then we can, by the time we do this field, he should be at the shop. We'll jump up there, we'll do that, and then we'll quickly nip down and do field 36. 18 and 5 I will most likely do off recording, guys, fertilizing, because I am massively running out of time here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the longer episode. I've had a blast. Like I say, it's kept me distracted a little bit. It's kept me distracted. Right, let's go there. Let's go there. Lovely. Let's whack that round in full lock. Don't like doing that. I could make it thinner so that it didn't lose as much, but I've only then got to make it bigger, and I often get it wrong on the controls and press the wrong button. There we go. Oh god, I'm so looking forward. Yep, our Ford is almost there, which is fantastic. I can't not get that Ford. And at least I'm replacing one Ford for another. I don't want to have too many Fords on this series. So when I do come to doing a live series, that's kind of where I wanna get a lot of Fords on that. But me recording for about an hour and 10 minutes is pretty much an in-game day at times 10. So I do like that. Workman AI work at man 4. Have I lost the names again? Like I say, anybody who hits the Patreon and the YouTube subscriptions, you do get your name in the game. Yeah, I don't know why it's done man 4 though. But you get your name on the supporters board as well, guys, and the first of the month is coming. So if anyone is thinking of becoming, say, a Patreon supporter, Like I say, I do have a few Patreon supporters, and I do massively appreciate everybody who does that. It helps keep the videos coming. Yeah, don't do it until the 1st now, guys, because you get charged on the 1st. So if you did it now, you'd get charged again on the 1st. It's just the way Patreon works. So yeah, definitely, you know, if anybody was to do it and support the channel, you can do it via Patreon. Just don't do it until the 1st if you decide to do that. Just saving you some money, basically. I never tell anyone to do it, really. I never tell anyone to do it full stop, but you know, you want to support the channel, I do massively appreciate it. I've got a few loyal supporters who have done that for me over a few months now, and yeah, massively do appreciate it. That's why your name is on the supporters board. Obviously, if you no longer become a monthly Patreon or YouTuber, you know, that's what my supporters board is. It's the ones who do it every month, and I do appreciate everybody who does that. Who have we got? We've got Tony, Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady's always supported me while I've been making content. She's as much as a snoring does my head in, she is an awesome wife, but she still hits that for me. But I know it's daft, you know what I mean, but she likes to support, same as I support her in everything she does. Who we got? We've got Dragon Lady, Cooper, Slinky, Daniel, Tony, Darren, Olaf, or Olaf, however you pronounce it. You know exactly who you are. You know fine well. I always struggle to pronounce your name. Just a few of the guys who do hit the supporters button. I do massively appreciate it. Giving you a little shout out there. I can never pronounce. I think he says he's Swedish. I know he's Scandinavian. That's as much as I can remember, and I feel bad for not remembering. But I'm sure it's Sweden. I'm sure it's Sweden. I just call him. I just like to call him Per, because I know it's P-E-R, and then I think it's spelled like Olaf, but it's probably not how you pronounce it. But yeah, I do appreciate it. He goes by a different name on the supporters board. Something beginning with an S, but yeah. Oh, me and names. I've always struggled with names. Always have. Right, there we go. That is this field. Done. Okay, we're not quite done. Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of it. Like, there we go. It's just done. Right, so let's go in here. Let us have a look at what we can buy right now. So this is 115 brake horsepower. Is the 8200. 115 brake horsepower. So let's just bring that into there. Let's get that there. Let's have a look. Repaint, yes. Repair, yes. Sell, yes. This is where the other ones disappeared on it. I just had an image of it leaving. So we can go. Yeah. So there's the old one. I tell you what, we'll go for the old one. We're gonna go for 2-wheel drive though, guys. I don't know it. Right, it doesn't have narrow tires. That could be a concern. I think I might have just made an awful mistake. But it's too late now. We're going to put a front hydraulic on it, and we are going to put a front loader bracket on it, and we are going to make it pretty much... I think that's as close to the blue as we can get, I'm afraid, is the New Holland one. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put the quick load on it. And if I remember rightly, I believe it was Mat 3. Synchro, yeah. So it was definitely a 3. So there we go. 31,000. So we didn't really lose much money. We didn't lose. We've got something else in the shop already. Sugarcane. So there we go, guys. Like I say, I'm going to go and do the other 2 fertilizing contracts that I've got to do just off recording. It is basically just field 5 and field 18 by the farm, because we've just done 36 and 41. I'm going to just quickly cash those 2 in now. There we go. I'm not going to do them ones. And then in the next episode, we will be into... we'll be into June in the next episode. Oh, look at that. This is looking lovely. A little bit of splutter again there on the graphic. That is looking really, really, really nice. Now, I'm just going to send this down in a worker. But as you can see, we have done a lot today, guys, to try and move the series along. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've had, once again, a blast. It's been a very big distraction for me as well today. Hope a lot of you comment down below. I will reply to as many comments as I can, as and when I've got the free time, you know, with what's going on IRL. But thank you so much for watching. I do genuinely hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.